afternoon, evening wishes to all. This is Vinod from iSelf Academy YouTube channel. You can subscribe our channel by using a hashtag iSelf Academy. Today we are seeing Excel User Series 3.2 video number 4, where we are going to elaborate our learning on TEXTSPLIT. In our video number 1 on Excel User Series 3.2, we saw what is the TEXTSPLIT is all about. How do I split the text into multiple column here, and then how do I populate that using the old keyboard shortcut Control D. And in today's tutorial I'm going to do that in a little different way, where we are about to build the data in multi-dimension. I'm going to go for the array formulas a little bit in this dynamic array function. Let's see how to do that. So I'm going to go back to our sheet 1, and this is the data that I'm about to extract right now. And I'm going to use a curly bracket to split the data when I have more than one delimiter in the system. Let's see what are those. And if you normally see, this is a name list that I have here, and in some places I have only one name, in some places I have more than one name, and so on and so forth. Now I want to extract all these names in split data structure, and there is two different ways that this data can be split in here. So when I normally use a normal text split functionality, so I'm not going to do anything very big here. So I'm going to just click the date, and then I'm going to give a delimiter as space here, and I'm going to break all the data in a multiple column. So I used column delimiter here. When I close the bracket and give an enter, that's going to split the data as in this list, and then when I populate that data, that's going to break all the data into it. But unfortunately, if you see, I have a data where I have two initials of my student is coming up in here in single column. I don't really require that. If that is the case, then how do I do that? So how do I keep that in place? This is where our text delimiter with curly bracket will come into play. So let's see how we can do that. I'm about to use the same text split formula again, but this time around I'm about to use them differently. So I'm going to select the first line here, text, give a column, and I'm going to start with a curly bracket here. Now I have two different delimiters in my name here. One is the space, which I am about to give first. I can give anything first that I want, that's not a problem at all. I'll give a comma, then I'm going to give a dot that I have another delimiter in my list here, and close the curly bracket here, and give a comma here, and then that's going to give you the row limiter. I don't have a row limiter because I'm not breaking a data in a row. And if you have an empty space after your data, you can choose that either by using a true or 1 here. So I'm going to use a true. It's a part of the formula. Then if you want to go for a case sensitivity or a match mode, you can do that. Or if you want to do anything on the pad width, if you have a blank and you want to give a blank on all those stuffs, you can do it. We will see those dimensions a little later. So I'm closing our formula with the ignore empty syntax. I'm not going for a match mode nor a pad width here. So close the bracket and give an enter. That's going to split the data in this list, and then when I populate that data to the entire list, and that's going to populate all my data set here. So the formula that I used in this dimension is the TEXTSPLIT is the first formula, and when I choose this as a dimension, that's going to give you the TEXTSPLIT, and this is the curly brackets which we are talking about in our top data dimension. And then the curly bracket will allow you to break multiple dimensions or multiple delimiters considering in our data set. And I gave a true at last after the row delimiter because I'm not breaking the data in a row. The true allows you to get your data set where there is an empty space is available. You can ignore that if you want to. So if you want to take up the data set in this way, you can use this as a list. So this is the formula that I wish to consider in a list. So this is the entire syntax of TEXTSPLIT. You can use the TEXTSPLIT to work better. So first D21 talks about my text. The next curly brackets talks about my column delimiter. The row delimiter I leave it blank because I don't want a data to broke in a row delimiter dimension. And then I use an ignore empty alone. I missed or I skipped the match mode and the pad mode in my data set. So this is how I can improvise my TEXTSPLIT to the next level, where I can use the data in a much more detailed format possible. This is Vinod signing out from myself Academy YouTube channel on your Excel user series 3.2 video number 4. Keep learning. Happy updating. Thank you so much.